Many of us are struggling to find the right yarn for crochet or knit swimsuits without knowing that wool was the main material for bathing suits in the 18th century. You may wonder, wouldn't it be so freaking heavy and uncomfortable underwater? Well, to make things worse, a lot of these costumes even had weighted hems to prevent the fabric from riding up mid-swim, saving women from suffering the embarrassment of unwittingly showing some leg. While men at this time swam freely in the nude or in clothes doesn't matter. A few decades later, bloomer swimsuits became popular, with full skirts and wide legs. They were deemed unacceptable because they're technically pants, which were only worn by men. Even so, when wet, the suits were heavy, and it became difficult to leave the surf and get back onto the beach without help. But instead of making safer and more efficient bathing suits for women, what did we do? By funding surf safety lines that were anchored in the sand and attached to a buoy offshore. When ready to leave, bathers could hold onto the lines and pull themselves out of the water to the shore. In the early 20th century, the swimmer Annette Kellerman debuted something that more closely resembled a man's swimsuit. This new design covered her body, but because it was designed for the speed she needed to win and form-fitting, Annette was arrested for wearing it in Boston. What started by Annette did not stay in Boston. As the one piece became more accepted, its functions started to be merged with a fun sense of fashion. In 1946, designer Louis Réard introduced to the world the bikini, which was named after nuclear tests that had just happened on the Bikini Atoll Islands, since he believed it would be just as shocking and bombastic as those events. And he was right. Until today, it is still shocking in many parts of the world. But we'll get there. One day, we will get what men had hundreds of years ago, letting swim freely. So, natural fibers like cotton and wool were used for bikinis and swimsuits in general, until petrochemicals became more common and cheaper. Synthetic fabrics like nylon and polyester then gained popularity due to their durability and resistance to chlorine and salt water, which can degrade cotton and wool. And they also dry quicker if your swimsuit has this much fabric, in which case I'd suggest you go for rayon yarn. For me, my itsy bitsy cotton bikinis actually dry out as fast as my nylon ones. And to be fair, with our modern way of consuming fashion, would you prefer something more biodegradable or something that takes up to 200 years to decompose?